EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Go! Press all 80.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Palmer, 67 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. At their own 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Thank thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Richardson. Open man to tight end Warren. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crane. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down at 6.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Farrell. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Farrell. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Motion.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
the middle. It's Craig. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They'll run with Mitchell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Trap 60. Dragon 60.
Second and 11. That's complete, right around the 8. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They snap it to Fields. The killer here is complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy there.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Richardson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Off play action. Richardson able to hit his target Lamb. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. 39 yards on the punt, give them just 1 yard on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll work down to inside the 45.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Operating from the gun. Farrell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Looks like they'll move things around here.
19 tight. Panther 11.
from the gun on third down. Farrell. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
A short one there, caught by Warren. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
3. Let's go.
Here's Richardson to throw. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. CeeDee Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Still going. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Win or go home. That's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Play action. Now Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now a 2nd and 10.
Get it! Buffalo 80! Turn 19! Trump 19! Buffalo 18!
Richardson looking to throw. He's got him in. Complete. Down the right sideline. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important trying to erase. Memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And the Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to have 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5.
Here we go. EQ. 319, just attack. Go.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here we go, shot. 331, 331. Tonight.
On third down, it's Craig. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Check match. Check match.
Richardson shotgun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Well, forget the run on third and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. C.D. Lamb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's now second and
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Angel. Here we go, son. 58, move here, son.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
19 windy. Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Craig. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. I'm good. Green 19, that's it. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Craig. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
West side, fit. No more. Green 19, that's it. Up. Extend. Right.
From the gun, here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Craig. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now it's Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown! A great play there. 46 yards. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And we'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10.
Go!
And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Cougar 19.
Richardson off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers. That's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
60 by 6, 60 by Cougar 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Bronco 80. 79.
On the option to give to Taylor here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, come on. Set. 19 Tiger, not Dragon 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Street, Cowboy 80. Let go.
And he is is going to have a Colts first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
60 by 6.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.